Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. And today I'm gonna talk about my comic making cycle because I thought it would be a fun thing to put out. I don't really think about it too much. I definitely know that I have a cycle where I have motivation and then I do not. And it's everywhere. It's not just for comics, it's for projects and videos, it's for everything in my life. The first thing is definitely when I'm extremely motivated and I complete everything on time. This is usually when I join a new fandom or I watch some video that gets me really motivated, but that's not all videos. Sometimes I watch the motivation videos, and when I'm watching the video, yeah, I'm motivated, but by the end of it, I lose all my motivation. So it doesn't really work all the time. Whenever I find a new game, I always play that all the time. I either play rarely or daily. There is no in between. I recently started playing Genshin, a bit more than a month ago, and I've been playing that daily. And when I first started playing the game, I played it for hours and hours and hours every single day because I couldn't get enough of it, and then I started watching the videos and started reading fanfics, and then I wanted to make Genshin Impact stuff. I wanted to make Genshin Impact comics and that, and that would have never lasted. A, because I already have a lot of projects, and B, I would lose all my motivation. I already knew that would come, because that has already happened to me in the past so many times. Right now Genshin is a bit less motivating because I have a bit less stuff to do. I guess the game just feels a bit more boring, but it's fun to play with friends. My friend was also the reason why I started playing the game. I have a couple of comics that were started on a whim. And by a couple, I mean most comics. Like the Undertale comic, it's a fandom comic. I used to be in the Undertale fandom back in the day. 2015, I guess. I didn't really make a lot of Undertale content. And then I started the comic because I found a lot of comics and I was like, yes, I want to make my own. And that really got nowhere because I just lost all my motivation and I am no longer in the fandom again. I just got bored of it, and yeah, I dropped that. In the past also, I've tried to make Hetalia comics as well. I only either managed to make a couple of pages or none at all. Right now, I did the same exact thing. I started a Hetoni comic. Would you like to guess how many pages I made? 1. I made 1 page. And I made a cover, and I love those. I love how they look, but I will never finish that comic because, oh boy, do I have zero motivation for that anymore. The second part of the cycle is when I get less motivated, I procrastinate a lot more, and I complete things at last minute. And I've been doing this recently a lot because I have 2 comics right now that I update weekly and bi-weekly. Slice of Life comic is weekly, and I usually make that on the day because I don't know, I have zero motivation for that. I don't know, I just can't work on it that much. And the bi-weekly comic, the minimal I have where the comic is 3 or 4 pages, and those take hours. Each update is a multitude of tasks. Everything is a multitude of tasks. First things first, what do I have to do? Oh right, I have to find all the references, put them out on each page, panel the comic, then I have to sketch, then I have to do the clean sketch, then I have to do the line art, then I have to lay out the flat colors, then I have to paint the line art, color the line art, why did I say paint? I don't know. And then I have to shade the characters and shade the backgrounds and maybe also blur the backgrounds or add overlays to each page. and the overlays have to be the same because it's a comic. And it's hard to start anything. And the third part of the cycle is not motivated, procrastinates all the time, and completes late. And right now I definitely have the mix of 2 and 3. I've been completing things last minute or late, and it's not good. I really should start doing things. And the fourth part of the cycle is the drained, doesn't finish, and no motivation. And I am afraid that's gonna happen soon, cause it's summer, and like I would hang out with my friends and do all of these kinds of things. And now I'm fully vaccinated, but I can only get like official papers that I'm fully vaccinated after like 12 days. I don't know where that is. I got my second dose of the COVID vaccine a couple of days ago. You should totally get vaccinated as well if you can. My friends want to get vaccinated as well, but they're minors and they can't because their parents won't let them, which is kind of dumb because one of my friends' mom got vaccinated and she doesn't let her kid get vaccinated. Like, where's the logic in that? Where's the logic? But anyways, the main reason why I drop comics or I don't continue comics is because I can't get from point 4 of the cycle to point 1 because I can't get the motivation back. I actually have gotten motivation for the Undertale comic a couple of times and actually redrew like the first page and maybe the second page, I don't remember. But immediately after I drew it, I just lost motivation. And I think it's because I just don't care about Undertale anymore, and it just felt boring because each page was just the same thing, and they were in the same place for so many pages. It just was not interesting to me, and I just didn't have fun making it, so I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it again. In the past, so many times I've made comics and started new things and never finished them. And I never knew why, and I would always look at these like other comic creators that have 100 plus pages, and I was always like, how do you do that? I don't understand. Even now, I don't even know how I've managed to do 100 plus pages with my Lives We Live comic, which is the longest one. It's in its 4th chapter right now, and I'm still shocked that I managed to even get this far, because I did have a couple of hiatuses as well. I've been drained so many times with this comic, but I always come back. And I think the main reason with that is because it's something I really enjoy. It's probably the genre. I've tried many different genres, and I think I've talked about this in a different kind of video as well. This comic, it was made as like something different from what I already like, because I've been reading so many of these kind of detective novels or watching these kind of detective shows that are in a similar way, are put out like this kind of way, where I don't know, I can't really explain it. Like, they're detectives and they do this kind of stuff, and then it cuts back and they're in their life, and it's a specific kind of thing, and I like this specific kind of thing. But then I ran out of that specific kind of thing, if you get what I am saying, which most people probably don't, because I ramble so much and it don't make sense. Then I thought, oh, I'm just gonna make my own thing, which is a mix of things I like. And I'm actually interested to see what's gonna happen next, because of course I know what's gonna happen next, but I don't visually see it in all this full color and shading. And on another note that's not related to this at all, happy Pride Month! I hope each and every one of you have a good Pride Month. I'm probably not gonna do anything. My friend and I are not fully out because we go to our Christian school, so it's probably not a good idea to do that. But at last I still put out that I'm asexual and aromantic on every social media, because I can, and I'm not really scared. I just don't really care. And I have my aromantic pride flag in the background of the Zoom calls that I've had with school, and it's just in the background. And teachers can just fully see it whenever, and I just don't care because I know they don't understand what that is. Yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.